Good morning. You join me on a very blustery but pleasant morning on the east coast of Yorkshire. I'm at Flamborough Head to take some photographs of a very well-known landscape. Welcome back to the channel. But what a treat, I've just got here and there's a huge colony, herd, I don't know, of seals in the bay down in front of me. There's hundreds of them. They're beautiful. Trying to get in as close as I can. I've only got the 24-70 with me today, so I can't really get in close to them to show you, but take my word for it, there's hundreds of them. So I've got a composition set up already. I got here about 40 minutes before sunset, so I'm just going to fine tune this and then I'll bring you back. But yeah, for a day of coastal photography, seascape photography, I'm going to start by getting this shot that I've had my eye on for a while now, and yeah, hopefully we'll get the shot. But Merry Christmas, hope you had a good one, and yeah, let's enjoy some landscape photography today. Composition, pretty straightforward really, pretty much what you're seeing through the camera at the minute. I've got this rock formation here, it's called the Drinking Dinosaur. You can see all the seals down here in the foreground, it's beautiful. I'm a bit wider than you can see here on the on this video camera, but I'm at 24mm f7. I'm 1/13 of a shutter speed at the minute. I'm going to play around with shutter speed to try and capture some movement in the water because there's a bit of action going on in the sea. But yeah, I've just got this lovely rock formation here to hold the left of the frame, and then it takes us in, and then you've got here this leading line into the Drinking Dinosaur. This beautiful arch, seals in the foreground, this beautiful grass. Might get a bit of movement in there with the slow shutter speed, and hopefully the movement of the water. And I'm hoping when the sun comes up, which is due up in about 15 minutes, it starts to illuminate some of this sky that you can see in the composition, and should give us a lovely image. But yeah, what an absolute delight. Up at 5 o'clock this morning, set the alarm, but absolutely well worth it to get to locations like this. If we get a sunrise, perfect. If not, what a joy to wake up with these beautiful animals down there, and just be out, and it's not pissing down, which is nice for once, because the weather has been pretty biblical over here in Yorkshire. Over Christmas really, it's been awful. But yeah, it's good to be back out, and great, I can't wait to get this image. It's not original by any sense, it's just one of those honeypot locations, but I've wanted it for a while now, so I'm going to bag it, and then we'll spend the day on the coast, hopefully grabbing a few more original compositions. And I've got a flask of tea with me as well to keep warm, so we're all good. Oh, the joys of landscape photography, man. That sun is just starting to peek out now behind the clouds, which is what I've been waiting for. We've had all this low-lying cloud. Oh, this looks beautiful. I'm going to try and crank up to f16, see if I can't get myself a little sunburst. This is it, innit? It can all change in a split second. So never give up on it. Just when you think the light's not going to work, it can all change. I mean, that sun now, wow. This is why I love landscape photography more than, I don't prefer it to other genres, but one of the things I enjoy about it more than I enjoy other stuff is that changeability of conditions and how your image can completely transform. Oh, nice cup of tea. In a split second. light affects everything. With like portraits and weddings and everything else, you can create, you can pose your models different, you can change the setting, you can create an image from without great light. But landscape photography, great light just changes the game. Shooting directly into the sun though, so I'm not really getting that starburst effect what I was after. But I'm just waiting for that golden light to just illuminate the Drinking Dinosaur and just backlight these waves. I think we might get something special. Such a great, I'm just having a great morning. I've not got a filter on the camera. I'm at 1/5 of a second, f16 now, ISO 100. I've just got the circular polarizer on to take a bit of the sheen off the water, and just to get a bit more depth in that. This is starting to come alive. It makes it all worthwhile. And we're up, we're about. Feel energized. Ready for the new year. New me, new year, new me, all that bollocks. But there is something to be said for getting up early and starting your day. I'm also I'm on the remote shutter, so I'm just trying to capture some of these waves as they come into break. And capture some of the motion in that as they hit the rocks. Oh, that sun looks stunning now in the background. I'm really excited for this. I hope you like these images. In fact, take it as I mean it in the nicest sense of the word. I don't care if you like them or not. I think I'm going to love them. And I'm absolutely loving the process of capturing these images. This is what getting a camera and creating art can do. It just gives you an energy that you don't know you've got. I can't describe it. I don't want to get all artsy and wanky about it. I mean, look at the waves now kicking off. They've been illuminated by that sun. There's just a lovely golden kiss on them. Oh, this is magical. This is magic. Let's have a look on the back of the camera, see if I'm liking any. Oh man. The movement in the waves is just beautiful. And any minute now, it's going to light up this grass in the foreground. And we're going to get an image I think we're really proud of. Just change that composition slightly. I just want to bring in that curve a bit more. Right, I'm going to keep playing around with this, with the light, with the composition, and I'll put my favourite 1 or 2 images up on the screen. But let me know what you think in the comments. And Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, God bless Yorkshire, the bloody wet. The wind's picked up now, so I don't know if you can hear me. I'll try and shelter this microphone as much as I can. But this light is just doing bits, as they say, I think. And I'm just playing around with something I don't normally do. I'm focused down on this little rock formation here in the foreground. And the waves are the spray's just been backlit and illuminated by this beautiful golden morning light. And I'm just playing with different shutter speeds. to try and capture some of the movement in these waves, but it is absolutely incredible what it's doing. I mean, be really careful not to clip the highlights. And just, I might have to put the ND on in a minute. But the sheen, I mean, I've got the circular polarizer on as well to try and take some of the glare off this. But with the shutter speed I'm wanting to get, I mean, it's just stunning. It's probably a bit too fast that. I'm at 1/10 of a second. I want to be probably around half a second. 1/15 of a second here. Right, I need to focus because I'm getting a bit too excited just about the light, and I'm not concentrating on composition, which is easy to do when you've got conditions like this, because as quickly as that, the conditions are going now. The light's getting a bit too harsh and I'm straight into camera. I'm going to see what's round the corner here. If I try and focus, nah, there's nothing there. The interest is down here on these rocks in the foreground. Well, they're not even the foreground, man. They're just... I wish I had my 70 to 200. I mean, we're not doing bad. I'm trying to capture the waves as they hit the rock. I want to get a big explosion of movement to try and capture something. I mean, the spray's just been lit. Right, I'm going to bring you back because I'm not focusing on the composition, but I should be. And I want to get something a bit more abstract as well. So I'll pop a couple of these on screen. Let me know what you think. But what a start to the day. I think we've had the best of the light now. Well, we definitely have. That's the thing with sunrise. Like, sunset's brilliant because you get time to set up and the light gets better and better and better. With sunrise, oh, there's mud in that. Shit. With sunrise, the light just gets worse. So yeah. So I thought I'd just sit down now, have a brew, and take in some of this vitamin D. It's windy, but it's lovely and mild. It's a beautiful day to just sit, just look out at the sea, and appreciate this nice weather we're having. And to take some downtime. I've had an amazing Christmas, been fantastic, surrounded by friends, family, I've had the kids. It's just hectic, innit? It's nice to get some solitude and a bit of me time and just chill out and look out at that and put things in a bit of perspective, that we're just little specks of dust in this massive world we live in. So I'm going to have a brew, have a little scurry up the coast, see if I see something. I saw a little, like a thorn bush. Oh, it's behind me actually. Like, well, not a thorn bush, some flowery thing. I don't know what it is. Tried to grab a couple of shots, but there's no real composition there. But it was nicely like side lit. Tried to take a backlit like silhouette of it as well, but I don't think they're worth much. I'll stick them up on the screen, but don't judge them. I think they'll be shite. But yeah, what a beautiful morning. It's going to be a long video, this one, I think. Cheers. It was going so well. Come back to the car to get some lunch. However, the light looks pretty nice out there. But I'm going to have some lunch. Got some leftover spag bol from last night, and then I'm going to head down to the bay and try and get some shots kind of at sea level, so to speak, and try and get a few more intimate shots, make use of the polarizer, maybe get a few not long exposures but longer shutter speeds, just to get some movement in the water. And it was all going so well until some Jobsworth gave me a fucking parking ticket. Merry Christmas. Have a day off, mate. Anyway, I'm gonna have me snap, and then I'll get back out. I think you just probably missed the tide. The tide's coming in, isn't it? So hopefully that you'll manage to get back in the water. Sorry. Quite like this composition I've seen here. Don't know if the tide's on its way in. I think it is. Well, if it is, I need to be pretty sharpish with this one because there's a seal pup over there. I'm guessing his mates are going to be on the way in a minute. So I'm going to get set up for this one. I might do a vertical pano. So I want to get all this foreground, these rocks and these little pools in and leading up to that stack. So we'll give it a bash, and I'll bring you back when I'm set up. Just doesn't work. It's not a portrait composition, I don't believe. There's just too much sky in this, and the sky is not really doing anything of interest. Can't all be winners, kid. I'll keep plugging away. I'll bring you back when I found something a bit more interesting. It's amazing what you find, isn't it? So I've actually found this little cascade facing the actual cliffs. But I've got quite tight in, as you can see. I'm just trying to catch quite a small, like, intimate image. Just focus stacking because I'm quite close into everything. Here on these beautiful rocks in the foreground, without trying to incorporate any of the man-made shit in the background. I think I quite like it. Difficult to find the perfect. I'm trying to fill the screen with this image. But not to get any of the stairs in. I might have to crop some of the stairs out in post. But for the time being, I think this is going to be quite a nice little image. Focus stacking, I'm at f13, 1/5 of a second, just to get a little bit of movement in the water. Circular polarizers on. And yeah, I'll pop that on screen for you and let me know what you think. So inexplicably, I didn't turn my microphone on for this part of the video, so I was talking about doing a long exposure vertical panorama with the lighthouse and all the way around the coastline. Putting the ND filter on, I had this vision in my head of a black and white fine art image that, as you'll see from the next clip, just didn't work.
Scrap that idea, didn't work. It looked shit on long exposure. It's too windy, so the tripod's just blowing around. Even though it's a pretty heavy duty tripod, it's just blowing around all over. So I've ended up doing the pano just with a fast shutter speed. There's too many people about though. It's probably going to be a nice sunset shot when the sun moves round, and that all just glows up in the winter sunset hue. Depends on not whether I can be bothered waiting. So I've been here since 7:30 this morning. It's 1:30 now, so I'll probably call it a draw there, I think, today on today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a fun day's landscape photography. I hate when that happens. I'm absolutely knackered. I've been here since 7:30, so I think I'm going to head back to the car. There's too many people around now to be filming anyway. So I hope you've enjoyed that one. Cracking day's landscape photography. And if I do capture any more images between now and close of play, I'll pop them on the screen. Please like, subscribe to the channel. Really helps me out. Leave me a comment if you've enjoyed this one. Even if you haven't enjoyed it, let me know. Just don't be a dick about it. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace!